Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Scott here, and today we're going to go through the Lakers offseason if they were to sign Kawhi Leonard. The Lakers will have enough cap space this summer to add Kawhi Leonard to a max deal, and depending on what they do with their first round pick, they'll also have some space to add a role player. It's still too early to tell exactly what trade would be available for that first round pick, and the lottery of course still needs to take place, but if they do keep the pick and it ends up being 11th overall, they should probably look to add a big in the draft. There's a lot of wings they want to add in free agency, including non-max level players, and center is really the only position that they haven't solidified for their young core. In this simulation, Bol is available, so the Lakers will take him with the 11th overall pick. Another factor that's yet to be sorted out is their head coach. Since Monty Williams took the Phoenix Suns head coaching job, the Lakers will probably look to hire Tyronn Lue. Lue uses a system that heavily depends on spacing and has very little use for non-shooting role players, which would make shooters the top priority when building a team around LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard. After the Lakers officially sign Kawhi, they'll have the mid-level exception to use, which could go towards re-signing JaVale McGee at a pretty reasonable price of $4.8 million. Now at this point, the Lakers desperately need shooters. Wayne Ellington on a veteran minimum would be ideal at this point, and would probably be intriguing for him as he'd have a rotation spot on a potential championship team. Then keeping the likes of Alex Caruso, who shot very well from 3 last season at 48%, which would help as well. They could of course sign more shooters, but there's only so much room for players in a rotation, and anyone else signed for a minimum likely won't receive minutes anyway. They'd mainly like to see Josh Hart and Kyle Kuzma return to the shooters that they were in the previous season, and obviously some growth from Ingram and Lonzo as well. The rest of the roster would most likely be filled by guys like Jamario Jones and Jonathan Williams, who showed towards the end of the season that they deserve to be re-signed. Their starting lineup then would most likely be Lonzo, Kawhi, Ingram, LeBron, and JaVale, with Kuzma as the 6th man. Then the rest of the bench would be Hart, Ellington, Caruso, and Bol. We'll do a quick simulation of the season and then check some of the stats afterwards. After the season, LeBron finished on the All-NBA first team, and Kawhi ended up on the All-Defensive first team. The team finished with 46 wins and ended up 6th in the Western Conference. The stats are pretty underwhelming, with LeBron and Kawhi averaging low 20s in points, and Ingram having just 12. Kuzma off the bench did put up 17 per game, which is a good sign. Lonzo finished 2nd in the league in assists with almost 10 a game, and of course Kawhi was up there in steals. Let's sim the rest of the playoffs and see how far this team can go. The Lakers nearly got swept in the first round by the Blazers, and then the Rockets ended up winning the championship. With this sim being complete and having gone through free agency, the main tools the Lakers will have to build a team around Kawhi Leonard would be their first round pick and mid-level exception. They obviously can't predict who will be available in the draft, and of course they can't expect to get Kawhi, but they should try to pick someone that would suit them both with and without him. The mid-level exception would then be a significant tool to use on an area of need, like shooting or rim protection. There are obviously steps to this and it won't be as clear cut, but that's basically how the Lakers would operate if they signed Kawhi Leonard. If you want to see more simulations or Lakers videos like this, so make sure you subscribe, and drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.